Welcome back, Chumbas and Chumbalettes. It's memory leak time.
Memory leak. My name. What is my name? What is my name? My name is Geron. Turok 2 and 120 hertz. Geron.
Did you pog so hard when you saw
I
that?
was happy about it. It's the one game that needed it. Turok 1 got it. Turok 3 released like that.
How come the N64 version didn't get it?
You know, the N64 didn't fucking... fucking clown show.
At the very least, they could have compiled it in 120 and then super sampled the
All right, yeah, let me go. Fucking, what I do wish is that they had announced that those games were getting a Switch 2 update, so that every version of the game,
it's just the PS5, console, the quote next gen version.
It's PS5 and Xbox One or Xbox Series X.
PC.
PC's gonna get it. No. PC. The PC version of Turok 2 will run at 120 hertz, but it runs at 60 frames per second max.
I see.
So when this is the same kind of update that Turok 1 got at the beginning of this, in March of this year.
And then so Turok 3 is coming.
No, Turok 3 doesn't need it. Turok 3 got it first.
Oh.
Turok 3 already had it when it came out. And then they're porting these two games to that version of the engine, the latest version of the engine. Because Turok 3
I guess I have to replay it.
I guess you do.
No, I'm not.
You should do that.
I'm not going to do that.
100. Well, I guess you wouldn't get 120 frames on your Steam Deck. Maybe 90.
I would get 90. I would get 120 on my television.
From the Steam Deck?
Yeah.
The Steam Deck can do that?
I actually don't know.
I don't think it can. Yeah, I don't think it can.
It technically supports VRR.
Yeah.
But there's a bug with it and it never turns on.
It's not.
You can't turn it on.
Okay,
but the TV supports it.
I
have my PS5, my PlayStation 5 plugged into it.
And I don't expect you to buy that game again.
Well, I'm going to now. I have to.
Yeah, you do, actually. You do.
If I don't, I'm not a real fan.
You're right. That's right.
And I have to get every achievement again.
Bitch me, nigga. But yeah, no. So that's cool. I'm actually happy about that.
I'm happy for you.
If I decide to play it again, I get to play it at its maximum potential, essentially. And they might include some other quality of life thing, like Turok got the ammo type switching that wasn't in the original game or the original version they released on PC. I don't know what this could possibly get in regards to quality of life necessarily.
Probably won't.
I mean, I can't think of what it needs that they didn't already put in there. Like
it's just a simple patch, which is why it's free.
What?
It's just a simple.
But I'm telling you, like, this is how the Turok one worked. Where they came up with something that needed to be some QOL thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. So they might.
I'm just saying that it's just some. Don't expect it.
Oh no! I'm not necessarily expecting it. There's going to be another thing you're going to tell me not to expect in a minute too.
What?
But I'm going to say it anyway.
Say it right now.
Well, another game that came out in 2023 is getting an update.
Pac-Man 4.
Pikmin 4.
Pokemon 4.
Which is getting like funny little like cosmetics and shit like that, and then a photo mode.
Pikmin Bloom integration.
Pikmin Bloom.
Why?
Where you get the shit. Because Pikmin's shit Garen Miyamoto's baby.
Yeah, I don't.
And then they just put out that little video a couple weeks ago.
Was there a Switch 2 enhancement?
So what?
Oh, weird.
It's weird. I don't think they announced a date for this.
I thought they did.
I don't think they did, which makes me think that maybe there is going to be a Switch 2 update too, but they
alongside it.
But they're not entirely. They don't have any clarity on what that's going to entail yet. Like, will it be HDR? Will it be 4K? Will it be 120?
It does November. It definitely had a release date.
Okay, November. I must have missed that. 15th? 4th?
What the fuck? Why isn't it in the fucking news article on the Nintendo website now?
Because there's no date.
There is a date. This is just the Pikmin trailer. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because there wasn't a date.
Did it just say November? It might have just said November.
I don't even think it said November.
November 2025.
Oh, it just said
available November 2025.
Okay. So like no day, but the month. Yeah.
2 to 6 weeks.
Right. So my suspicion is maybe there's going to be some kind of update that comes with it that they just didn't want to say here for some reason because they were kind of
doubt.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were kind of hush about it on about Galaxy on Switch 2, even though they're like, oh, okay. But
I see what you're saying. So like because it's a free update, maybe it does have a Switch 2, just 4K 60 HDR.
Yeah, there might be some benefit that just happens to
And
come
that's-
with it, and they don't say anything about it.
Undocumented.
I mean, because
but it's still weird as shit to just not call out a big feature. That's a big deal.
You're right. I think with the economy of the economy of the industry right now, I think they're almost intentionally making sure that people who are on Switch continue to buy games.
Right.
And of course they would want people to do that. But
So
they're like, if you can't get a Switch 2 or don't want a Switch 2 for whatever
they don't want to make people feel bad.
They don't want to make people feel bad about that. They want to be like,
they do probably want to ship Switch units this holiday season.
Exactly.
Switch 1 units.
They want people still buying Switch, and especially because they raised the price of the thing anyway. But they want people to buy what exists still, because especially with how high the numbers are, they're like.
Did they say if Air Riders 2 is going to have a Switch 1?
No. Air Riders. Okay. Air Riders is exclusively a Switch 2 game, which it has a direct tomorrow.
Right.
Which
I don't know if I'm going to watch it.
Strange to me. I don't know if I'm going to make time for that, because I already really don't care about Kirby Air Ride. And I know it's Sakurai, so he does this thing. We don't need I mean, it's
coming out in a couple weeks. Too.
It's a racing game. You race thing. But I mean, maybe there's something interesting in it. Who knows? Maybe they'll even release Air Ride on fucking NSO.
They won't. No fucking sense.
But they won't. I can guarantee
they definitely will not do that. But there's a reason why we don't have a DK64 yet, despite the fucking funny little quote unquote leak through the screenshots of the direct.
Though, I mean, DK64 is a weird fucking game. But yeah, I mean, we did get Forsaken and some of the other stuff in that leak. So
yeah, I think Forsaken is kind of what people solidified.
Yeah, I was like, it's
cool that we're getting Luigi's Mansion before Halloween.
The day before Halloween. That's I
never played the first one.
You never played the first one?
I have it on 3DS. Too.
I played it a million times because that was the only GameCube game I had until Melee came out. Yeah,
it was that Wave Racer.
Is that Wave Race Blue Storm?
Pikmin.
No, Pikmin wasn't launched. Pikmin came out the same day as Smash Bros.
Really?
Yeah, that was December 4th, 2001.
Interesting.
But Rogue Squadron 2 came out.
There was a fourth game. There were 4 games that
Monkey
came
Ball
out.
did.
Are you sure that was the launch game?
I'm sure. I'm certain that was a launch game.
Hold up. GameCube launch titles.
Yeah, go ahead. Make sure it's not launch window. I'm talking about the day. Its launch window would have gone to
the end of that year. All right, Wikipedia. Here we go. Games. List of GameCube games by first released in November, North America.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shit that came out November 18th.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. All-Star Baseball 2002. Did you know?
I didn't even know that came out the same day. That's funny.
Batman Vengeance, Crazy Taxi,
that came
Dave
out.
Mirra's Freestyle BMX, Luigi's Mansion, Madden NFL 2002.
Didn't know that came out day one.
NHL Hits 2002, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah. Okay.
Tarzan, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Tarzan Untamed, right?
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that fucking game.
Wave Race Blue Storm. That was it.
Yeah. There's stuff.
SSX Tricky came out 3 days later.
Yeah, it did, because I remember getting it.
And then December 3rd was Pikmin and Smash Bros.
They say December 3rd. But the way release dates work then is they'd announce something and then it wouldn't be on the shelf until the day after. Because I remember going to Target with my grandma to get Smash Bros. The day it came out before.
You'll also remember because that's also the exact calendar date that Prime 4 comes out.
That's true, which is funny. But did you hear about how the amiibo situation with that, with the Silex amiibo?
What about it?
Apparently,
does it come out later?
Huh?
Does it come out later?
No, I think it comes out the same day as the game. The other amiibo actually come out earlier than the game.
Funny.
But I think the Silex amiibo, apparently you needed to get his backstory.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to get that in game.
Yeah. It'd be funny if there wasn't.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous if there wasn't. But Metroid has done weird shit with amiibo before, where you had a complete difficulty.
I have this article up because I think it's interesting. So when you talk about Metroid Prime, we've talked about before how Retro Studios is technically very talented, but they need direction desperately.
They need someone guiding them.
It's kind of funny. So in this article, Retro Studios proposed that Metroid Prime Remastered should have had new cutscenes. And then Tanabe said, don't fucking do that.
Don't touch it.
When the project first started, this is the quote. When the project first started, Retro proposed an idea regarding cutscenes that we create entirely new ones. The prototype cutscene they presented was undeniably impressive with a high level of quality. However, it came to the decision to closely observe the cutscenes from the GameCube version and replicate them essentially as they were. The reason for this was that the cutscenes were not created solely for dramatic effect. They also played a role in conveying gameplay-relevant information to the player. Each scene was carefully crafted with this purpose in mind. Retro demonstrated exceptional professionalism and fully adhered to this direction.
Yeah.
They really need direction.
They
Could you imagine how fucking whack it would be to boot up Prime Remaster and see something completely different?
It's just like
completely different.
It would muddy up the pace of the game, which is already really well paced. Well, I don't know what these cutscenes could do outside of having like a separate thing that might detail stuff.
I think they're just like soiled by AAA gaming
Probably.
in general. They're like,
probably
we need more presentation.
Yeah,
we need more graphics.
I mean,
we need more rigging.
We
need more cinematics.
We need more Samus's.
Never mind. But did you see the preview of the art book that you can download?
I've had it pre-ordered for like a year and a half.
The Prime one that they announced.
Yeah.
But there's a preview you can get from the Nintendo website. That's a PDF.
No, I don't have that.
Okay, there's some artwork in there I've never seen before.
They said that there was going to be some like back, cutting room floor artwork.
I was like, can I tell you what it was? It was Zero Suit Samus.
It's funny.
Drawn by Retro Studios, but with the design that she has from Zero Mission.
Okay.
Which is kind of what they use in Metroid Prime 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is weird as shit. Like this is what y'all thought she would look like.
They needed direction.
And I was baffled because she
white boys needed some direction.
Yeah. And like she looks like hell at the end of Prime 2. Have you seen the way she looks at the end of Prime 2? Okay.
Wait until I'm gonna play remastered. Then I'll let you
there will
be.
You gotta see your face. You gotta see your face.
There will be.
But yeah, nah. I think this game's gonna be good. I think Prime 4 is gonna be good. I think
I hear from countless people that like I'm not so sure. I watched the trailer and it's like, which makes me feel kind of bad because it's like anybody that was already in on Prime is going to play it, but we know that the Prime player base is not very big.
It's not big in the first place.
So they really kind of would have benefited from some solid marketing here. And it's just not really getting it.
I think what's going to happen with this game in like the public sphere or whatever, like the way people talk about games, is going to come out. People are going to talk about it for a little bit. They're going to be like, oh, it's a solid 9 out of 10 game. Well, cool. And then you're not going to hear about it again, except from me every day. So, or rather, you're going to see a bunch of YouTube thumbnails that says trash or.
Well, it does. I mean, it does feel like Nintendo over the last couple of years has figured out that like,
are you ready for this?
Free patches bring the attention back. I think I've seen this picture. It's not good.
It's not good.
It's really
very
not
strange.
Good. It looks like something from Reboot, the television show.
Yeah.
She looks like hexadecimal as a human woman.
What a fucking cut. Yeah, okay. That's crazy. But yeah, she looks strange, especially after the like what they did in Metroid they even got a little comparison here. Did I fuck it up? They have like what they did with her face in Metroid Prime Remastered was the way.
Yeah, it looked much more
shit. I lost
suitable.
The comparison. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, it looks though in Hunters she looks like.
Do you see a world where they bring
face looks reasonable.
They bring back a version of Hunters, given that Psylocke specifically is in Prime 4?
I think this is their final opportunity to have a multiplayer mode that's like
competent,
developed, and that people don't hate.
Yeah.
After Federation Force, the opinion
was that like competitive or co-op?
Blast Ball was competitive.
Okay.
And I don't know why they did that. I know why they did that because Next Level Games made it and they make fucking soccer games. But I think this is their final chance. They have the control scheme. They have a game on Switch 1 and 2. I know it's not going to be in Prime 4 necessarily, but if they do a Hunters thing, it needs to just make sense and play well and not make itself completely redundant instantly, which is probably what would happen to it because it doesn't have the gimmick of being like a DS first-person shooter that's online with some voice chat in the lobbies.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is like in a world where online multiplayer
is well established,
and this is like Switch and Switch 2 are handhelds.
It'd be really funny to have mouse mode.
That's what I'm saying. You have stuff like that, but again,
I'm playing with mouse controls.
It's the same console that fucking like you can play Fortnite on this console. You're not gonna be able to get any of them that are playing that kind of game here.
Right.
And the Metroid audience doesn't necessarily want to play a hero shooter.
I thought the Prime 2 multiplayer was pretty fun.
It's fun, but it's very basic and it doesn't
well, it's basic, but it's also like you gotta pull the crowd together and it didn't have online.
That's what I'm saying. It was simple, it's basic, and it's something that's added on to a full Metroid game.
Right.
But the way stuff works now, you can't have that on. You're not going to have that on a.
You kind of do have that with the new Pocket. Not an FPS, but a weird multiplayer mode, which you'll talk about here in a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But before we go there, there's a lot of fucking games coming.
It's a good year for gaming.
There's so many games.
It's probably one of the best years that I can remember.
For releases, maybe not necessarily the price of these fucking releases, but for the releases in general.
Yeah, just the games that are coming out.
Like, I didn't even realize Ninja Gaiden 4 came out yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like,
and it looks good.
I know. I saw really people playing it, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? It's out? Is this like early access shit?"
Dude, there's games for everyone.
Yeah,
numerous games.
Yeah,
for everyone. Action games, role playing games, sim games. Yeah.
New and old. Like, if you want to play a new version of an old game, they're back. If you want to play a brand new game, they're here.
3D games, multiplayer games, online games, racing games.
Yeah.
Dude, Mario Kart World came out this year.
It came out.
The Switch 2 came out this year.
It's not even 6 months ago. That shit was 4 months ago. We got a whole new console, a whole new Mario Kart game that everyone acts like they hate.
Breakneck pace.
Yeah, but I'll say on the comment that I just made.
On the fact that everyone hates Mario Kart World.
I've recognized that these
the fact that
dudes on the
Sega
internet
buried Nintendo with Sega Sonic Crossworlds and Hatsune Miku collab.
It's just these people are so hellbent on hating games. Like, they don't like video games. They don't like video games. They like making content. They don't like video games. Huh?
It's not the Mario Kart I grew up with.
Yeah, exactly. But this isn't even like a Mario Kart problem. This isn't people just don't want.
I do think
I think it's intellectually dishonest to say that these games are bad, trash, all of this, because they're not.
No, I agree. I think
it's
hard to even comment on the discourse because I think the discourse has been so sullied by the nature of the algorithm recently.
Yeah, exactly.
It massively boosts and prioritizes negative sentiment. To the point where people are overly negative to boost their engagement scores.
Right.
And make more money off of clicks and ad revenue.
Exactly.
Which is kind of insane. And then the negative comments that you actually see almost don't even make sense. There are probably valid reasons to criticize.
Yeah, there's valid criticisms on everything. I'm going to get into the Pokemon game
That's
here
real.
A little
bit. There's too much money, I guess, to be made and too much infamy to be had by just being a weird troll about everything.
By just being like an AVGN that doesn't realize that was a joke.
Got the sales. Sony is cooked. Ghost of Yotei is completely fucked.
It's the craziest shit. It's like, I can't believe people are looking at, outside of Xbox maybe, can look at the games and everything coming out and think that they're in the worst time for video games. It's worse time for the economy in general. I believe
people that didn't realize they should have moved on to a different hobby.
Yeah,
most likely. If people genuinely feel that way,
and that's what I'm talking about. I think a lot of these people like making content, but don't. They liked video games and don't understand that they don't like video games as much as they thought they did.
Right.
So because of that, instead of reconciling with that fact, they just shit on the games as if the game is the problem when it's really
people do the same kind of shit with like TV and movies, though,
correct?
Where it's like trends do change. Like, let's not mince words here, right? Like the movies that come out nowadays are not the same as movies that came out in the 90s,
10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
And that's real, and that's good.
Yeah.
Right?
Like it's a positive
if you did
thing
it, you would have
change.
a stagnation, which you could argue we are having a stagnation of like, cultural inflection. There are so many good, unique, interesting movies that come out with low budgets and and same thing with TV shows. You know, there's like Tim Robinson's getting new shows left and right, man. Like getting Friendship, the movie, getting Chair Company, getting Smiling Friends is having its moment. Like there's crazy, weird, wild shit coming out. Cloud is a cool movie. That's like a horror movie. It's Japanese.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm coming up with random examples of movies. There's numerous.
But it's because there's so many. And
there is.
And I think the most vocal people tend to focus on these things that are made for them. It's like it's this IP that doesn't need to be remade or come back. So when it does come back, they're upset that it's not 100% the same thing as it was when it's like you just watch that fucking movie or show or whatever. I've said it out loud, but I think it's a lot of people maybe with some kind of mental disorder, unfortunately, that causes them to be unable to accept any kind of change. They have a certain set of rules. I know what it sounds like, and I know it sounds like I'm talking about autism. I'm also talking about autism, but that's not the only thing I'm talking about.
Jesus
But
Christ.
I think there's a lot of people that don't have a grip on themselves as people in that regard. So then instead of like finding out what's up with them and what they can change about themselves or what they can, what is it about them that makes them feel this way, they just immediately open fire on this thing that other people might like or this thing that they don't like and the people that also, allow that to exist.
We call that emotional intelligence at work.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is real outside of the world of like media consumption too. Yeah. It's real in like in work. It's like when people have frustrating interactions with people, they have no like emotional intelligence to take a step back and wonder why they're reacting a certain way and instead just start going off.
Yeah.
Start blasting.
They just immediately start
verbally harassing when, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
But that's talking about interactions with people. This is interactions with fucking content.
This is interaction with literal,
which I guess is kind of an interaction with people through a medium, but
it's an interaction with. That's what creative media is. It's an interaction with but it's an interaction with something that's static and unchanging.
Parasocial.
Once you put it out, it's an object that you interact with. That's like a message.
Yeah,
and you can take a message one way or the other. You can interpret it one way or the other, but it's like that message might not be for you, but that doesn't mean it's bad that it exists. And there are obviously some exceptions, like some big exceptions, but in general, yeah. What do you think about? You thinking through something?
No, just thinking deeply about all the topics.
Oh, there you go.
Thinking deeply about Pocket Monsters and Game Freak because that's one of the weirdest, most parasocial relationships I've seen in a fandom, especially recently. Starting with the fucking hack.
Dog, the second leak.
This is not a
massive leak.
Leak is not the right word here. This is a true hack.
This is a
They got files,
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
They got full on hacked.
Yeah.
We got HR documents. We got shit behind the scenes that people should not have access to.
Nobody outside of that company should have access to.
People in that company don't even have access to it.
It's true, yeah.
The shit with like Junichi Masuda being like banned from directing a Pokemon game because of difficult relationships at work. That's
crazy. It's not something that hasn't happened before. It's not unusual, but it's crazy that it's him.
Yeah.
Because of how much how much influence.
Yeah. He is very much, a very core influence on the way those original games were designed.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you got people being out here like, oh my God, that's why Pokemon games suck now? Yeah. No way. Bring him back.
Which is don't make a martyr out of a fucking game director. Are you kidding me? Like a gameplay director, especially.
I feel bad. I genuinely feel bad for them because this is shit that really poisons the well in terms of like how people engage with a company and its products in general. They also leaked the budgets of all the games.
Yeah.
Pokemon ZA Do you know how much the budget was?
It's like 13 million US dollars kind of thing.
13 million US dollars.
Yeah.
Which pales in comparison to like most games.
Yeah.
Like even indie games. Like you think about US salaries, right? What it costs to have somebody employed and pay benefits and retirement, medical, all that stuff. It costs somewhere to the tune of for an entry level job, like $100,000 to $125,000, right? 13 million basically gets you 10 people for a year. That's the kind of shoestring budget they were working with. So I've actually turned around on the quality of these games. And I used to be like, Game Freak doesn't know how to code. These games are low quality. These games shit.
About the Game
I've completely turned the circle. Now that I see the budget they're gods.
That they get something out
at shipping product with the speed and resiliency that they do year after year, regardless of what quality it's in.
Sometimes multiple times a year.
Yeah. I've completely like turned around. Like they're somehow pulling this off, actually.
Yeah.
You were to do this with any American company, you do it with like making a fucking railroad across 2 cities. You're blowing that budget to like 13 billion, not 13 million.
You're reaching to another big digit on that. I think
every Call of Duty game is something like $400 million budget,
something like that, and they pretty comfortably make their money back, which is reasonable, especially when you have like Warzone and shit also feeding them money.
It is very clear that Pokemon games, as we've said before, but having confirmation that those games are designed to make money.
Exactly. Yes.
Designed to be profitable.
They are cheap. They are the reason. I've said this to people before. I've said the McDonald's analogy. I've said that on this fucking podcast. But the reason Pokemon makes so much money isn't.
Well, I mean, it's not even really the games. Like the games make a lot of money, but like the games definitely make plenty of money.
But it's because they are so cheap.
Yeah.
They do things cheaply when it comes to producing these things.
Yeah.
And they know people are going to buy multiples of this stuff.
Dude,
that's what Pokemon is.
The biggest
McDonald's
irony
of this kind of thing.
Yeah, the irony of all this is like you look at any consumer of games and everyone's always like, it's awful what's happening in the industry. People are getting laid off left and right. Why do games cost $1 billion to make? That's so ridiculous. And then they're going to start complaining.
That's what I'm
Pokemon
saying.
games are cheap to make.
It's so hypocritical, man.
It's very funny because it's like I agree that greed is a factor.
Yeah, I mean,
because companies are capitalistic.
Yeah, I was going to say it wouldn't really exist without.
But also, like, they need to be to survive. Like, do you want the same people like Junichi Masuda who are working on these games for generation after generation? Do you want them to have stable jobs working on this franchise? Or do you want them to get laid off after every other year, work as pickup contract jobs, the way that a lot of other media companies work, movie industry, TV industry are both that way, and just have really unstable jobs and hate their lives. Like, there is an ethical component to the employees of these companies as well, and how these companies are using this large sum of money that they're getting. Pokemon might take it to an extreme, I'll admit. I would like them to maybe double the budgets of these games.
That would still be teeny tiny if they doubled it.
The Scarlet Violet DLC is like the most expensive Pokemon project.
It's funny
and I think because they finally realized that like they're hitting critical mass here with like the generation that we're in. Like Nintendo saying, like, it's going to take longer to make games.
Yeah, they've been outright about that.
I think the Pokemon Company hadn't sort of like felt that yet, and now they're feeling that like they can't keep this same clip and this same budget.
Yeah, right.
Like something's giving at this point, so they're starting to sort of readjust. That's how these things work.
I think like I said this at work the other day. Actually, I think Pokemon fans are the biggest or hate the games the most.
For sure,
and I think a lot of people don't realize that there's a feeling that they won't be able to ever capture again, and they want these games to give them that feeling, but it's impossible to go back and feel that way again. And
it's like, dog, are you ever going to feel the same way you felt when you were 8 years old on Christmas Eve? No,
you won't.
You're not. Like, you got to come to terms with that.
Exactly. Like I've seen my Switch friend list just packed with people playing the game. I know people will come out and say, hey, this game is like really relaxing. I really enjoy playing it. And even with the people complaining that it's $70, one, you have the option of not paying $70. You can pay $60, or you can use a voucher, I believe.
Which is funny because the Switch One version of ZA
ZA
Legends is apparently runs quite well.
Fine. Yeah.
There's very minimal differences in performance between that and the Switch 2 version compared to Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, and I think scaling it to a city, like basically a flat
very
city,
intentional.
was intentional in that regard. And then people complain about the graphics, and
I'm going to get into the game here in a little bit.
Yeah. But I'm just like, I think there's just something about these. There's something about the superficial elements of a game like this that are just like, it's just the way Pokemon is.
Yeah, especially modern Pokemon.
Yeah, like people want it to be bigger, and they're like, "Oh, Power World is better." I don't know about that.
Nobody genuinely says that. The people that say that, again, it's like negative grifting boosts.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that there were people that be like, Power World genuinely looks better than Pokemon.
Yeah.
I can't accept that in a reality that I live.
Yeah, like artistically,
even,
everything.
Yeah. Just
I think like what am I trying to say? I think Pokemon deserves to be criticized. Of course,
I do, for sure.
There's no reason not.
And
to
I'm about to criticize.
And I think the reasons that they need to be are missed by a lot of the people.
That is exactly my point. You're segueing for me.
Different shit. Okay.
You're segueing for me.
Yeah.
All right. So I've been playing ZA Legends. I'm near the end of it. I think I have a couple more main missions left.
Sure.
I'm just about to do the A rank, get to A rank.
Yeah.
I've got about 15 to 20 hours in it. It's a pretty quick game.
Good.
But the discourse online makes me feel insane. It makes me feel more insane than I think any other like new release that I've played at the same time as other people.
As like the zeitgeist, yeah.
I see reviews. I see how they're reviewing it to largely critical acclaim, like 80
it's
to
mostly
90
positives
on Metacritic. I see people tearing down the graphics, and that's sort of the main criticism.
Yeah.
But people saying that generally the game is very fun and better than Arceus in every way.
Interesting.
I've seen that multiple times. Yeah. And people saying it's their favorite Pokemon game
I've seen
all
that.
time, if not top 3, if they're being more reasonable.
Yeah.
I feel insane because I feel like I have a reasonable feeling of the pulse of like how games are and how they feel.
Sure.
And I feel like my views on games is generally represented by the zeitgeists over time. Silksong, I felt largely the same way.
Yeah.
Pokemon Scarlet Violet, I think the community was very much on point of like the gameplay.
The game is great.
A lot of innovation a lot of there. It looks like fucking.
It just runs like
a cardboard box. Yeah. But Legend ZA, I think I have the opposite opinion on every aspect of the game.
That's funny.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
So let me start off. I'm going to break this up into things that I really like about the game and I think it does well versus things that I criticize about the game and I don't think it does very well. Things that I like. I think the graphics are good. I'll say it. I think the graphics are genuinely good.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best looking Pokemon games. The criticisms of like the wallpaper buildings.
I've
taken some screenshots where I'll stop for a second, I'll look around and I'll be like, this looks decent.
Yeah.
There's different windows. Like people keep being like, oh, it's copy pasted everywhere.
Yeah.
But like at night especially, there's different window frames, there's different lighting behind the windows. It's like some people are in their room, some people are
There's just different stuff happening in them sometimes.
There is an element of variety there, right? And it's also a Switch 1 game. It's clearly built as a Switch 1 game.
It's very obviously
would more geometry help? Yes.
Sure.
Absolutely. Would more population density help in the streets? Sure.
Always,
But I think like the textures, the art style, I think all looks really good. The Pokemon look better than they've ever looked in any game. Right. They have more animations, they have more rigging, they have more textures. Like the lighting is correct. Like people have been doing some comparisons of like the shinies that have really similar like coloration. It's just like an off shade. and it's more noticeable than it's ever been. Like the saturation and contrast is like the most correct it's ever been.
Like,
and the Pokemon just feel like they're actually like living creatures that are there and not just like coming out to do their animation and then like they're back in their ball.
They don't feel as static as they used to.
They don't feel nearly as static as
even Scarlet Violet have like
they've got interactions. They've got things you can sit on the bench and watch them do like little things. Charizard will curl into a little ball. Like there's a lot of care put into the Pokemon animations. A lot of them have been rebuilt.
The Pokemon are the most important part of a Pokemon game. So that's nice.
That's very good. I really liked every single Pokemon that I've seen. They feel very alive. Trainer customization is better than it's ever been.
Okay, that's not saying
that was one of the,
but
it's not saying a lot.
Yeah,
but I think they clearly took feedback from Scarlet Violet, which had like minimal to no.
Scarlet Violet, I had to make this character that's like, dude, this is some weird little fucking baby with this.
Well, just like from the clothing to the hair to the whatever, like there was so limited choices. But with Zia, you can do whatever you want. It's not really my thing to go all in on like this like personalized like. I feel like this game is built, and I feel like Pokemon more and more is being built for like the Animal Crossing types of people that are like, I care about my trainer card and my selfie that I'm taking and how I'm going to share this and present this in Discord and in my online spaces. It feels like that's becoming more and more like almost the point of Pokemon.
Like the entire thing is the fashion show.
This is what it feels like to me, looking at how these are the things that are, in my opinion, what this game has done really well.
Yeah.
I also think the music is really good. The music is like genuinely very, very good.
And like there's
remixes, there's new tracks,
there's new stuff.
The instrumentation. It's edging closer towards like what they did with Mario Kart. It's like almost like a big band, like real instrument feeling.
And they changed the tempo of some music.
So that's genuinely great. That's what I think is really good about the game. What?
The toe that I hurt when I got into the accident finally popped.
Proud of you.
Yeah, that was good. All right.
You're like,
I couldn't believe it because I haven't been able to get it to pop since that happened. Yeah. It's had a little slight pain since then. But
all right,
we're good now.
Time for criticisms.
Yes, please let it rip.
So this game, first and foremost, is built for the battling.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not going to say the battling is bad, so that's what I'm going to start with.
Okay.
The battling is very streamlined.
Yeah.
It feels like a very dumbed down version of Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
Which you know. You press your buttons off cooldown. You've got some things that are, statuses and traps for the field or whatever.
Yeah.
There's definitely ideas there, but like it has a lot of secondary effects to the overall game. First off, the pacing feels really strange. You play for a couple hours and you don't really get to do anything. It's hyper tutorialized.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And then you get into it and you're just blasting through shit. You throw the Pokemon out and it's dead. You throw the Pokemon out and it's dead. And then you fight a trainer and the trainer's dead. And then you go on to the next trainer and the trainer's dead. And then you fight a Mega and the Mega takes a little bit while because it's like a boss battle, but it's got like 2 moves and you do the thing, you Mega Evolve, and then the thing's dead. And then you move on. Then you go through story cutscene and then some things are dead. Yeah. And so it's just like this rapid fire pace of these battles that take like seconds long.
Yeah.
Which is it's different.
Yeah.
It's innovative in its own right.
Yeah.
But it feels like nothing matters.
Okay.
It feels like it feels like the gameplay is paper thin to me.
Yeah. Like no stakes, no pushback, not enough friction.
Yeah, I mean the pushback comes in the form of the typing in the levels, which you could argue that has always been the case for Pokemon, but like I don't know if it's for me. I've seen some things where it's like, oh, I love this battle system so much. I just Mega Evolves to dodge this move. I just switched Pokemon to do this thing. I just like I timed this thing so that I had like
did like action.
They're like talking through it as if that's what's happening.
Yeah,
I feel like that's not almost what was intended. Like it feels like those are after effects of how they designed the battle system. It doesn't feel like you can genuinely react to what people are doing, right? Like again, this is my perception. Every Pokemon has like this infinite move pool of TMs and things that they can have. You can swap them whenever you want. There's no
okay. It's like the recent games where you can just kind of give
it's weird because I've never criticized a game for having a lot of quality of life, but this feels like there's too much quality of life.
They pushed it over the edge.
You can fast travel to anything instantly.
Okay.
You can switch your moves whenever you want. You can switch your Pokemon whenever you want. You can evolve them whenever you want. Everything is a single click of a button.
Yeah.
Everything is a click of a button, and you just blast through anything that you want.
Yeah.
To the point where it's just like it makes the pacing feel weird. It makes the systems feel weird. It just doesn't feel like the game is like a cohesive package. It's like they knew they wanted to have an action battle system, and then they just tacked everything else on to make it work.
Pokemon stuff onto it, and then it was like, okay, here you go.
Yeah,
you can
attack. There's a ranked battle mode which you have to do to get the Greninja Mega Stone, as well as a couple other Mega Stones. Yeah, which is a 4-player free for all.
Okay,
which is funny. It's not 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And it's a score attack.
Is it like a pseudo MOBA kind of thing?
It's not a MOBA at all. It's just purely KOs.
Okay.
And all that matters is the last hit of the person. So you could be fighting somebody, and then somebody comes in,
someone snipes it,
and then they get the point.
Yeah.
And like that's the entire mode.
Yeah.
Which is again like it feels very tacked on to me.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you can just play like a little bitch and like get maybe people pay attention, maybe not. Yeah, that's like that is the strategy.
Like shoot water gun to get that last.
That is the strategy. Yeah. They got rid of they have hold items like they had in other Pokemon items, but everyone can have a Mega Stone and everyone can Mega Evolve, and that's always the best thing to do. So like in the original X and Y, only one Pokemon could Mega Evolve in a battle.
Oh,
anybody,
everyone on the team can do it.
It's a meter. So whoever you want to Mega Evolve, you just Mega Evolve.
I understand.
And as soon as the meter's out, you regain it within like a few attacks.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no point in having
install over and over.
Yeah. From my perspective, again, maybe I'm not like. There's probably these people that are gonna like min-max the shit out of the competitive and figure out like, oh well, actually, if you don't, if while your Mega meter is down, you can use this Pokemon with this whole item, and you can use traps and like delay or whatever. It's like. That just it feels like it's just not worth the investment
delving into that
because it just feels like the whole thing is gimmicky to me.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's got a Mega Stone. There's no abilities.
Okay.
The stats are strictly based on duration. So like you had stages of stats before where you'd like, oh, Growl brings it down a stage, and then Screech brings it down 2 stages, like whatever. Now it's just strictly time. So, and that doesn't feel like as useful to me or as effective. You just get one stage down or one stage up, and maybe you protract that out.
Yeah.
Speed is strictly based on recharge.
Those cooldowns?
The cooldowns.
Yeah. Okay.
Which the cooldowns are set like second value also. So I don't know if the stat even really affects it. Maybe it does.
Interesting.
Because you can lower someone's speed. I mean, there is a move speed element as well.
Yeah, because speed and
some moves are ranged and some moves are close range. Like some moves you have to be right next to them.
Yeah,
some moves it like triggers them to go over here. But just like the fact that you move your character and then like your Pokemon will follow you depending on where you move, and like sometimes you press the thing and it needs to be a ranged move. It's like it just feels very clunky.
Interesting.
To like move the Pokemon. It just I don't know. It feels like you're playing a simulator.
Yeah.
Where you're just intended to watch these Pokemon duke it out, and you have some small amount of control.
Right.
Compared to like a genuine Pokemon
like
action
Pokemon game. Like
compared to like Xenoblade Chronicles, where you have all this preparation and planning, and it's all very precise, and like and when you're putting these combos up.
You put the combos together.
That doesn't feel like what's happening here.
Okay.
It just everything feels incidental to itself. All of the mechanics don't really feel like they play.
They're cohesive. They're all just
like all the things from Pokemon games that like flesh out the battle system of like the planning and the stats and all that stuff. Like some of them exist, but it's like why bother?
With it? Yeah, because you're going to be in there mashing the your fastest move or whatever.
So it's weird, you know, and everything that was carried over from Arceus feels like it was like where it was stripped down to its core functionality
it was
just plopped back in.
Sanded down and put back in. And hopefully the moss grows around it. But
you start Arceus. You start Arceus, right? And you have to make your Pokeballs.
Yeah.
You have to collect materials and make each Pokeball. So there's stakes, right? And the Pokeballs that you're building, some take 2, some take 3 different types of materials. You know, there's a lot of sense of danger because like you're out in the wilderness and there's alpha Pokemon that are going to come and like blast your ass.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they encounter you, you get into a turn-based battle and you know you're going to get fucked up.
I'll say Arceus just in general feels like a bigger, grander adventure kind of thing to me. I feel like the world is more threatening. The things you're doing are more...
It feels like you're genuinely paving your way.
Yeah.
In that world.
Yeah.
And ironically, in Arceus, you're building out that town, right? You're building out Jubilife City.
Yeah.
But the game of ZA, the theme is rebuilding Luminos City, but there's no building of the city that gets done.
Interesting.
Like, there's random scaffolding that exists across the city that are supposed to act as these like weird platforming challenges, even though you don't have a jump button.
Oh.
So
you have to like go up and
you just
fall
like
and
roll
go
over, and then you eventually get like a glide button. Where you do like a little pop up, like a Yoshi flutter kick type thing.
Is that, do you like hold your phone or something?
You hold your phone and it pops you back up. And so there's like very minor, but like these scaffolding things are like such fucking eyesore. They remind me of Sonic Frontiers, just like the railings randomly existing.
Yeah, just stuff out, I guess.
So like, I guess the city is in the process of being constructed, but nothing about the city changes over the course of the game. Whereas Jubilife City is like new structures get built out. So like, I found that ironic.
I think
the research tasks, right? In Arceus, you have research tasks, and each Pokemon has a set of research tasks. Watch them use this move. Watch them evolve. Look at a large version of this because it's like this giant Snorlax, whatever it is, right? It felt, even though like a lot of them were rinse and repeat, each Pokemon had its own page that you filled out and you got it to level 10, right? The research tasks in ZA is strictly just catch Pokemon of this type, win these number of battles, evolve these Pokemon, get the Mega Stone. And like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's just more and more, do it more and more times over and over again.
Yeah, I'll say that something about Legends ZA felt like they were like, this game is still on Switch 1. So in order for it to be at a certain level, like performance and this and that wise, we're going to simplify that. Like, I feel like the verticality isn't the same.
Everything
as
is simplified.
Everything is like,
right, for better or for worse, which in my opinion is mostly worse. They sanded all the friction off. They sanded all the flavor off.
Okay.
The Pokemon that you get for traversal in Arceus, right? You get like the deer, the owl, the fucking Sneasel that climbs the mountains. You get the fish. There's nothing. There is no even comparative element of progression.
This game is more
in ZA.
Like I was saying, the Pokemon are the most important part, but I feel like this game is more about the people than it is.
I guess
I don't really interaction with the people, but
I don't really understand. I've heard that too, and I don't really get it. Like, you have a core little team of a couple NPCs. There's like 4 or 5 NPCs you regularly interact with. There are some interesting characters. I mean, Arceus had the same shit.
Yeah.
You had like the clan, the 2 different clans. You had the people.
But I was in my head. Arceus is more about the world and the time period, but the world specifically.
Yeah.
Whereas ZA is more about the people in their little world. You know,
it feels like a little world. It feels like one of the maps from Arceus, of which Arceus had like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if I see it. I don't see what the people see.
People like, I'm cool with the Legends games all being like having their own different
for sure,
gameplay.
which seems like cool. From the leak and from the hack that's the case, right?
Yeah.
I will say, for the Switch Pokemon games in general, they all have their own identity.
They do. That's true.
Arceus, Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, Sword Shield, Scarlet Violet, and ZA. They all have a different thing they're trying to do. Yeah. And I have a lot of respect for that, right? Every Pokemon game doesn't have to be for me. But for me, this is the worst Switch Pokemon game.
Interesting.
This is like crazy. Pretty patently the worst Switch Pokemon game in terms of like the package, the innovation, the things they were trying to do. Like
how interesting it is.
Arceus tuned the battles. Like, it had like the strong and weak, right? They had like the thing where if you master the moves, you could have a heavy version that takes up double PP and is a little bit stronger, or a light version that goes faster, I think, and uses
less resources, but doesn't hit as
hard. There's like a similar thing where you master your moves, and they're called plus moves in ZA, which just consume some of your Mega Meter. But you're never going to use the Mega Meter on that. And they're like, oh, well, when you're Mega, they're all plus moves.
They're all plus moves. So you may as well just wait until you can Mega and then use it. Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just, everything feels like an afterthought, or like they were so, it's like Arceus was too popular now, so we have to carry all the things over from Arceus, and they all have to be there in some way, shape, or form.
All the praise.
And then we also have to do the battle system thing that we actually want to do, right? So tons of shit just feels like tacked on. It doesn't really feel like it interacts with each other very much.
They try to make something that everyone likes.
exactly. They're trying
end up with something that like
they simplify and they generalize everything. Like, Arceus had like, I don't know, it didn't have a brand that it had to like adhere to other than Pokemon as a franchise.
In fact, Arceus's existence, like I think its appeal was how kind of off-brand it was.
Right. Exactly. Like it was a spin-off.
Yeah.
But now it's like this is its own main series.
Yeah. But they treated that main line. That's what my understanding was, that Legends.
They started to frame it that way.
And you can bring like Legend stuff to home and things like that.
Right.
So that's usually
I mean, you can do that with Go as well. Go isn't mainline.
It's not mainline, but I think the defining factor of how they treat the Pokemon you collect from a particular game. Like there's the spin-offs that have nothing to do with Pokemon collecting, and there's the games that do.
Yeah.
And the games that do are adjacent to the mainline stuff. Like you can use. I have Pokemon from Go in Scarlet and Violet, which is cool, but it's also like, okay, that legitimizes Go as a game that they
for sure
intend for you to play as a Pokemon game and not just some other thing.
Right.
Right.
So, was there anything else that I wanted to say? I will say the last sort of couple hours of the game are cool. Like they bring in more stuff from X and Y as like nostalgia, like cool stuff.
Yeah. I can imagine.
There's more like sort of like sub areas beyond just the city that they eventually introduced, but they are very few and far between.
Okay.
And those all look really good. Again, like the fact that they're smaller areas boxed in, they can go to town on like lighting and assets. And
you've been playing it on Switch too, so you've been able to play with the absolute like best they're offering, in that regard. So
yeah, I mean, again, the city is very simple.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be this like crazy city that you
like
get lost in,
city, and then
but it's like all the hallways look and function kind of the same.
Yeah,
and again, like I think people confuse like the graphics for like the design.
Yeah, they do.
The
area. They always do. Yeah,
and the design of the area is very simple and like kind of unappealing that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, so the discourse online has always been like, you're a shill for liking this game, or it's like, oh, you it's just the graphics, just look past the graphics, and it's just like the game is so simple.
Mm-hmm.
The game is like such a little watered down baby game. It's like really hard for me. Like, I don't know, Scarlet Violet, like the raids are hard.
The raids can be hard.
There's hard content in that game off the rip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, I mean, I've always just interpreted modern Pokemon as being like baby goo gaga easy anyway.
Yeah. I just think like, the pacing, the way that the new battle system kind of destroys any previous existing pacing that this franchise like had leaned on. Really kind of shines a light on how baby it is.
Yeah. That's fair. And I like, I mean, clearly I didn't buy it. I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, get over it, just play it.
I'm not going to do an out of 10 rating. I'm only going to adhere to a 4-star system.
But
I'll give it a 2 out of 4 stars.
Oh, okay. That's like I was about to give it a 2. I was about to just convert it to the 10s.
You can't do that with a 4-star scale. You can do it with a 5-star scale.
You can try to do it. Then I can just say, oh, you gave it the equivalent of 5 stars.
I think psychologically, 2 out of 4 stars feels different from a 5 out of 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like a 5 out of 10. It feels more like a 6.5 out of 10 for me. But I think the star system is like is representative. You know, 2 out of 4 to me is like it's not a waste of time,
but
it's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's not my cup of tea. And there's fun to be had. There's fun to be had.
Yeah.
I'm not criticizing anyone that's having an amazing time and saying it's their favorite Pokemon.
There you go.
But it's not for me.
Yeah.
I think the things that I value in games is not trainer customization.
Right.
You know, it's not really looking at and ogling the animations and the models.
And you want the game to be
I want compelling, cohesive gameplay systems that, you know, enhance what the game is going for.
Right.
It's a game that's more of the sum of its parts.
I wanted to I want to try the game. I'm not going to spend $70. That's not happening.
Sure.
Granted, because of the vouchers, the way
you
vouchers
can get
are
it
right
for
now,
50.
I could get it.
I
could get it and Metroid.
That's true.
With a couple of vouchers, and then just get the Switch 2 edition.
That's not bad.
Upgrade
140 value. 140 value for 100.
Yeah, I get both games for $60.
Yeah, 120.
About
after the upgrades.
Right, exactly. So
you can also wait to upgrade.
Huh?
Just play it on your
exactly.
Switch one.
Yeah, I mean,
upgrade when you feel like you want to upgrade.
I'd like to have the best version available that I can, and then play it that way on Switch 2, and then use my Switch Lite for everything else.
So anyway, I might be completely out of touch just with gaming in general, and have my own thoughts and feelings. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't think
Maybe.
So. I think
maybe.
The truth is, I don't really think anybody is in touch, which means everybody is. You know what I'm saying?
How fucking dare you?
Damn, I got invited anyway. That's weird. I'm not gonna talk about what it is though. But yeah, no, I think there's so much that there's no way everyone can be connected to.
Yeah, and that's the hard
fully
thing,
plugged
right?
in on everything.
That's also the hard part. Is like it's such a good year for games.
Exactly. I mean,
I just got done playing Silk Song, and you're expecting me to like go into this game and be like, "Ooh, wow, ooh, wow, look at this battle system. Ooh, look at this scaffolding that's represents a little."
Construction, like
fucking Korok tree open world challenge in a game that's not even that open world. You know, it's like, why are these even here? Like,
and that's
what the fuck?
Yeah. My imagination is like, because the game isn't like open world, it's now open encounter. But like you said, the games are very
it's not even open encounter. You have like the little fucking wild areas.
Yeah.
It's like only there can you encounter Pokemon. Everywhere else is fucking just people walking around saying weird shit.
Like it's still like a funneled experience. And again, this is for children. This game's for kids. Don't ever think Pokemon is not for kids, and don't ever believe that Pokemon should not be for kids. If you're sitting here thinking this game needs to be for my 40-year-old ass, it doesn't. That's not what it's for. You need to
put on your
something
Pixar
different.
Hat. You're allowed to like Pixar.
Yeah,
but it's not aimed at you.
You're not. Yeah, it's not like
you're not the target demographic.
You're on the sidelines watching and enjoying it from there now.
Right.
You're not the one that's in it with this as your first or second experience with Pokemon anymore. It's just not that way. Your experience was with the games that you played when you were a kid, and those games were fun then. They're probably fun now, but they're made irrelevant now because they don't fucking re-release them in general because they want these new kids to play new games. That's it. That's how that goes. But yeah,
I still think Arceus is my favorite Pokemon game on Switch, though.
That's funny. That
one of my favorite
two
Pokemon
Legends games are the two opposite ends of it.
It's wild.
Yeah, I need to pee. I'm gonna be real with you, so I'm gonna go do that. Actually.
Fuck you, bitch. No, I'm pretty much done.
You pretty much done? Okay. Well, there's still plenty to talk about. We'll do this. We'll do it again next week.
All right.
By then, I might have Katamari, the Katamari game that comes out in 2 days.
Oh, that's right, the new one. I thought you were talking about reroll for some reason.
No. The new one is $40.
Fucking Dragon Quest comes out.
Right. Dragon Quest
a week and a half.
Shit. All right, yeah, we'll have stuff to talk about next week.
We got fucking Cosmic Invasion coming out in a month.
In a month, yeah, and that has full crossplay, so we don't have any excuses to not have everyone play it this time. It's not like
full crossplay is kind of crazy for a beat 'em up.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
I need that to get back ported to Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah.
But okay, let's end it here because
all right. You like this shit? Give us an email at memoryleakpodcast@gmail.com. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Podbean. Until next time, gamers.